The benefits of sensory deprivation. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to temporarily shut off all of your senses? To experience no sight or sounds and feel completely weightless in space? That is what sensory deprivation tanks allow you to do. Restricted environmental stimulation therapy, or REST, is a form of sensory deprivation and is also known as flotation therapy. The most common form uses large tanks to remove all visual, auditory, and tactile sensations. These float tanks are filled with over 1,000 pounds of Epsom salts, which helps you to float effortlessly on top of the water. This gives the feeling of weightlessness and allows for complete muscle relaxation. Both the air and water are set to skin temperature to make the experience feel as comfortable as possible. All of these factors help create an optimal environment for relaxation. Since the body is an engine of endless chemical reactions, it is working constantly to maintain a stable internal environment in response to changes in external conditions. This process is known as homeostasis and includes the regulation of body temperature, pH levels, blood oxygen levels, blood glucose levels, and the removal of waste products. Though it is a very complex process, homeostasis is similar to a car set on cruise control. The speed will vary at times, but when a car on cruise control goes up a hill, the engine will rev higher to try and maintain a constant speed. The body has all the machinery for dealing with stress, but excessive continual stress can still be disruptive to the body's overall function. When it's the difference between being lunch or eating lunch, the body will always gear up for survival. This is the fight or flight response, which is the physiological reaction to a perceived threat or event. It is a chain reaction of the sympathetic nervous system which temporarily mobilizes energy to either fight or run away. After the brain senses the threat, signals are sent to prepare the body. First, the amygdala, and then the hypothalamus are activated. Next, the pituitary gland secretes adrenocorticotropic hormone. This stimulates the release of cortisol and adrenaline. This causes an increased heart rate, increased rate of breathing, slowed digestion, dilated pupils, tunnel vision, and blood vessel constriction. This was useful to our ancestors, whose daily survival depended on a quick reaction, but not as useful today as our threats are not always clear. Normally, after the threat is gone, the parasympathetic nervous system kicks in to activate the rest and digest response. This relaxation response is complementary to the fight or flight response and returns the body to a balanced state. If the body doesn't have a chance to relax, the effects of chronic stress can add up. Decreased sleep, increased inflammation, increased anxiety, and decreased mental function are just a few side effects of this biological response left unchecked. People have been exposed to an increasing amount of stress and experience high demands living in an information-packed society. Through our mobile devices and the internet, we are always connected, always available, and always a little bit distracted. We're also constantly bombarded by external stimuli. Even a simple drive during rush hour can be a source of high stress and exhaustion. This is where a little bit of extra rest can really make a difference. Without distracting sounds or images, and without having to process extra information, the mind can finally drift into a dreamlike state of relaxation. In this state, some people fall asleep, and some people lie awake and daydream. Other people feel a sense of clarity and problem solve or brainstorm. Some people meditate, while others experience deep relaxation for the very first time. Each float is unique, but most people seem to experience a sense of introspection and mindfulness. Overall, sensory deprivation can have a variety of benefits. It can help boost creativity and mental function. It naturally releases endorphins and can help diminish chronic pain and anxiety. It can also help to decrease muscle tightness and aid in getting a good night's rest. At its most simplest form, it is an environment for relaxation and gives the body a much-needed break from the world. So remember, you don't have to go all the way into space to feel weightless. If you just want to shut off your senses for an hour, a sensory deprivation tank is all you need.